I guess like first off, if if you just want to introduce yourself and then tell people about like what is museum or enter their museum on
Okay.
Instagram and stuff.
So hi, I'm Tom Karangelov. Museum's just like a thing that me and my friend Matt do with our friend Avery. Um, just kind of like in our local little scene. I would just say it's kind of like a creative outlet with like, I guess we don't have to like really answer to anybody or do anything. We could just do whatever we want. And I feel like kind of with me having sponsors and Matt working for Thrasher, there's always kind of rules to whatever we have to make. So we thought it'd
Oh
be
yeah.
cool if we just like did our own thing.
I know you've done like hats and t-shirts and stuff like that. Is it mostly
Yeah.
apparel or is there just other things?
Yeah, it's kind of just apparel. Like we just wanted to make stuff that we thought was cool, like every other skater. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're kind of like connected with whatever that thing is, or like the video is pretty much.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
first time we did videos was in like 2020, and we used this like little kid from the freeway, and we used these TVs that traveled. So we used the little kid, um, and that's something you see on the 101 freeway for like my whole life, pretty much. Yeah, in downtown LA, there's like a pretty iconic image of like four kids, and one of them, their shirt just says museum, and I always thought it was cool. So that
Yeah.
was like our first, yeah, that was like our first little shirt.
So with the shoes, you were showing me a couple months ago, you converted your whole garage into like a cardboard
Yeah.
living room or whatever. How long did that take? My friend Charlie wants to know how many paper cuts you got during that
Oh
process.
yeah. That took like, I feel like weeks to make that room, because each
Yeah.
piece of the brick is like an individual brick, and then making the TV
Yes.
work and also kind of look like an old TV. But yeah, that was kind of
Yeah.
the idea, was the shoes based around cardboard. And Matt and I, who I do it with, Matt Bublitz, we were both like, let's make a cardboard room. Um, and then like slowly we made the room, and then we're like, how could it be even weirder? And we're like, what if Andrew Reynolds like looked into a shoebox and saw us in the
Yeah.
room? So I kind of like, I think with like everything I do with these collabs, even for my own things, I think I kind of like keeping to a theme and making yeah, making things kind of make sense. I don't know why I like that.
Yeah, it's
So like
cool.
the shoe follows like the cardboard theme. The bottom's supposed to look like packing tape. Yeah, it's clear.
Definitely. Yeah, it definitely
Um,
pulls that off for sure.
I think on one of the boxes I was looking at, that red museum thing on the tongue, I saw like a red label on a cardboard box, so I kind of copied that.
You talking about this right here?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
when I was tearing apart the cardboard to make the room, I was noticing like cardboard kind of has like a paper texture, so they were able to make that material peel off the shoe,
Yeah.
and that was kind of hard to make because they had problems shipping it.
I haven't skated them yet. Is there anything else like hidden in this shoe at all? Like
Underneath
I
the
know there's
tongue,
something here,
yeah, underneath the tongue, if you rip
here.
that off, that's a
Yeah.
piece of that's supposed to be like the shipping tape. There's a embroidery of a cardboard box.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I
And
don't
then
know.
the
I kind of
orange
just
comes off
thought,
too.
yeah, that comes off. I just thought it'd be like fun to make like a weird shoe, and I don't think you always have that opportunity. So I was stoked that New Balance, they literally tried like every idea that we gave them.
The 272, that's kind of your go-to. It's like the only shoe you wear, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much. I don't really know why that one just always feels the most comfortable to me. Um, and I've skated for New Balance for like 10 years, so they like started at this one called a Brighton, and then it switched
Yeah.
to a 365, and then it switched to a
Yeah.
379, and then now they're on this 272. So I feel like I just stayed with this shape like the whole
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
So I feel
Yeah.
like this thing's like very basic, and
Mhm.
I just like that, and I feel like they last for a long time. They last me like, if I'm filming, like a month, a pair of shoes.
Yeah. So
Um,
that was one of the questions from Brian Adams asked, like, how long does a pair of shoes last you? Do you skate them until they're completely dead, or do you just
Yeah. Yeah, funny thing about that, the colorway video is, it took a long time to get the samples because of that paper that tears off, so Matt and I only had, like, 3 pairs of shoes to skate for that entire video. We would just share them.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't know what that means, but they worked, like, the whole time.
What about this material? It looks like corduroy. I guess it's supposed to look like the corrugated cardboard.
Yeah,
But is that
exactly. I
actual
think
corduroy or is that embossed
no.
suede?
Yeah, that's suede when they turn it over. I think it's the other side.
Okay.
But yeah, it does look like corduroy or like something like that. But yeah, it's
Cool.
supposed to actually be. That's cool that you caught that. It's supposed to be like the cardboard box when you rip a piece of paper. Yeah, that's the problem though. I think I always want to go like really crazy, but you have to
Yeah.
remember like they're made for skating.
Yeah.
I remember the weird things, and I feel like maybe a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So taking the chance to use a colorway to make something weird is cool. For some reason, I've always, I don't know if it's like the little kid in me, but I've always kind of navigated toward, like Scumco made a board that came with a match and you could like
Yeah.
strike it on the board. I think they had a scratch and sniff board.
Yeah, that's sick.
Creeper trucks had like glow in the dark trucks when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Um, I kind of just remember those weird things, and I feel like I know ripping stuff off of shoes been done, but I feel like
Yeah.
if you just maybe some kid will always remember that and think it's cool. So, because I know
Yeah.
I did. What's crazy about shoes is they take like a year to make, or even longer.
Yeah.
Um,
I noticed these came in the gray box instead of the red box.
yeah,
I don't know if that's because these were in the works for so long or.
I don't know. I thought they were gonna come in the new box, but I guess they didn't. But I think all the new shoes like now will come in the red box.
Right, right.
That would have been sick too. Like to design, it took so long that I think we didn't even get to design a box or anything. We put
Yeah.
all our everything into just making the shoe.
Dude, I won't keep you too much longer. I appreciate it. I
Yeah,
think people will be stoked to hear that.
yeah. Thank you for doing this with me. I'm stoked as well. Well, if you come to California, hit me up.
I will, dude.
All right.
Thank you so
Later,
much.
Dave. Peace.
See you later. Peace.
So I was stoked that New Balance. They literally tried like every idea that we gave them.